I take the gat and cock it.
The world is mine and can't nobody keep it from me.
I take the gat and cock it.
The world is mine and can't nobody keep it from me.
Welcome to episode 2 of JK'ing Wit Joey, where we're going to get into Facebook annoyances. I'm going to get knuckle deep into a guy that got catfished. My co-host and I are going to decide who has big dick energy. Also, Joey and I are going to go through the fucknut newsfeed. We're going to talk about the Me Too movement and equal pay. All this and more on a brand new JK'ing Wit Joey podcast. Welcome. I just want to let everybody know we got Joey mic'd up with a better mic. Let's get a test from Joey.
Test. We're good to go.
Yeah, sounds a little better.
Mm-hmm. Nothing works for me on the first try, man. It's always a struggle. My whole life.
You were talking to me this weekend about Facebook annoyances.
Yeah, there's tons of them.
Let's get a little bit into that.
There's tons of triggers on Facebook, man. Tons. Facebook was so much better before parents found out about it. Older people found out about it. I mean, there's like 80-year-old women on Facebook. I mean, they don't quite get the gist of it.
It means there's 80-year-old woman walking around with smartphones.
Yeah, right, exactly. And they can't drive to begin with.
Right.
So you got fucking 80-year-old women, maybe get a little day break from the home, and they're out going to Target or doing whatever the fuck they're doing, and, let me share this cat video. This is cute.
My big issue is the news feed. I don't know if you have the same problem, but it almost makes me want to quit and delete Facebook. I mean, I can never get the news feed to be completely in order from, the last thing that was posted by somebody on down. It just throws shit however it wants to throw it.
Yes, and that used to be an option too, and it's just not there anymore.
Well, it's an option. It says, most recent. I picked that, and it still doesn't put it in order. Yeah, it's all over the fucking place.
That's the Russians, is what that is. Everybody. I mean, it's not so much Facebook. I guess it is just society in general, because everybody has a Facebook. Everybody has a Facebook, but it just allows people / morons to spew out their opinions on whatever they feel. Obviously the biggest thing right now is Trump and politics, which I'd love to pride ourselves on not really speaking about on this podcast because it just fucking gets nowhere. If you're a Trump supporter, they never let you know. They never don't let you know that they're a Trump supporter and how shitty Democrats are. And then on the other side, if you're not a Trump supporter, they never let you know that, Republicans are assholes. So people posting on Facebook, listen, you're not changing anybody's minds.
It's just a double-edged sword.
It's a double-edged sword. You're not changing anyone's minds, first of all. And second of all, when you post shit like that, okay, it's been 2-3 years now since this has been going on. You're not changing anyone's minds. All you're doing is looking for an argument. At the end of the day, you're just looking to be an asshole and start an argument.
That's why I unfollow everybody, first of all. And then I follow a select few of people and maybe some informational pages. So my newsfeed is not, I don't like to see anybody's bullshit. I don't know how you do it. You just watch everybody or?
No, I just scroll through everything now. It's just basically Facebook is like thumb cardio for me now. I just fucking scroll. Don't pay much attention to anything.
Yeah, but my OCD goes over into Facebook where I have to catch up to the last thing I saw previously that I was on my newsfeed.
Don't get me wrong. I'll look at the comments. I'll look at shit that people are saying, and some of it just fucking blows my mind. Just blows my mind. No, even on stuff like like ESPN or SportsCenter's page or anything like that. Just the opinions of these idiots. I don't even know how to describe it. Really, it's just moronic.
What do you think about the emojis? To me, I just want like or dislike. I mean, everything else is just an extension of that. Why not just like and dislike?
Don't know that I have an answer for you on that.
Give me one.
I feel you. It just adds more. It's just more complicated. That's all it really is.
I have this guy that I worked with at my previous job. I won't name any names. I'll put a picture up later on the Facebook page of one of his private messages to me. But anyway, he was an old man. His wife left him, and he wanted me to set up a Facebook page for him. So I did. And he set up an email, Facebook, and then he gets into dating, trying to meet people. So anyway, he got catfished. He didn't tell me till it was knuckle deep into it. He was sending money to this woman that supposedly was in New York and kept telling him that she was going to come see him, come live with him, and meet him. He went to the train station in Philly like 3 or 4 times, after sending this girl money. So he was thousands into sending this woman money.
Never met her until then he finally told me. So I did a little, investigating. I took the picture, dropped it into Google Images and shit. And here her images were in every country with different names. Right.
And I showed it to him. He still didn't believe me until she finally sent him something about how she got her family's in trouble and she needs like 20 grand or some shit. Anyway, he finally quit it. But the problem was he got even deeper because someone mentioned back pages to him. And he started getting hooked on paying for hookers on back pages.
You got hooked on hookers.
Yes.
Backpage isn't even around anymore, right? They shut that shit down.
I don't know, but he fell in love with one of them, like some 22-year-old girl. I guess sucked him off good, and they fell in love. And he wound up not showing up for work one day because apparently he was stalking her, and her pimp just beat his ass and threw his ass down the steps.
Nice.
Yeah, he got all fucked up, and he was out of work for like a month because he was in the hospital a long time.
It sounds like a BET made for a home movie.
I just couldn't get through to this guy. But anyway, I guess he was pissing off hookers or whoever, and he was getting porn put onto his Facebook page. And he has family, his friends, and all that shit. Anyway, he figured it was me because it was under his name. Like his name, it looked like his self was posting porn on his Facebook page.
You helped him create the...
Yes. So he was on my ass at work through Messenger, call on my phone, all kinds of very harsh negative terms. I'll put it up on, like I said, the Facebook page, show a picture of that, one of his messages. It's just another annoyance of Facebook, how you help somebody out. And
that's heavy. That's a heavy annoyance.
He got way deep. I don't know where he's at now, what's going on with him now, because I left that job.
He sounds like a troubled man. It sounds like a troubled man that you try to help. And
well, I did some research on it. Apparently that he is the typical guy they go after as far as they say 40 to 55 lonely older men, and they take advantage of him. And he was just typical right there, 50, lonely, giving money away. Ugh.
Yeah, they'll do anything for companionship and a little pussy.
Look, fuck nuts. We all have been caught away from home, and we get those fucking pains in our gut. You lose focus. Don't let those shit pains dictate your precious time. Sure as shit and adult wet wipes are a wet wipe and a bag in one. So pull over and experience the sure as shit and adult wet wipe on the side of the road. Curb yourself and wipe that ass with sass. Are you currently out of work, fuckhead? Your funds drying up? You broke as shit? Handjobs Employment Services will assist you in finding your dream job working with your hands in a fucking hands-on environment. What the fuck am I reading? Who came up with these fucking sponsors?
Don't know that I have an answer for you on that.
Get me a new sponsor.
Yeah, I feel you. It's just adds more. It's just more complicated.
I don't give a fuck. Fucking whack-ass sponsors.
But it turns your whole world upside down, though.
I'm not reading these same fucking sponsors every fucking episode. We better switch it up or something. Guys, do yourself a favor. Wait no longer and get yourself this no mess, no fuss masturbation must-have. The Go Fuck Yourself Butter Soft Semen Socks with reversible capable technology. The Go Fuck Yourself Butter Soft Semen Sock is designed for men to knock one out and move on with their day. And you can't beat the reverse technology when you turn it inside out and get a second nut before you even have to wash it. The Go Fuck Yourself Butter Soft Semen Sock. Knock one out on us. Oh, I want to bring up to the audience. Okay, I got the hundreds of emails and Facebook messages from our fans that I mispronounced when I said the last episode when I said Shlomo, and it is Shlamo. I apologize for the term that I was referring to Joey as Shlamo with wits.
Wild. That's fucking wild that that's a term.
Yes, yes.
You caught me really off guard.
Made for a great first show term.
What would make you Google Shlamo?
Because I was like, I got to come up with a shtick for you, for our for the rest of our podcast lives.
So I'm a loser. I'm a loser at 2K18 that has some kind of brains. Is basically what you're telling me.
You have wits. Yeah, you got a lot of wits. You're a very witty guy. The thing is that I want to also tell the audience there is a second definition, and it is quite complimentary. It's a person with whose sense of humor is slight twisted, weird or strange. People are usually, what's that?
Shlamo?
Yeah, Shlamo. Shlamo has a second meaning. And it says here, despite having this very twisted or weird sense of humor, this man tends to get all the bitches. So it's quite complimentary. Even though you are a dude that is all upset but continues to get dunked on in NBA 2K.
Where did you find this? I need to put this in a frame.
Yeah, Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary, okay.
Yeah, look at the second one. It says, despite the fact of all that, you still get all the bitches.
It's a little misleading. I mean, my original last name was Auschwitz, but due to my great-great-grandfather, it was changed actually to Schlamowitz.
That would be weird if that camp was named Schlamowitz. That would be a weird name of a camp. Not a camp I would go to.
Touching Star Davids in private places?
Just a recap on a topic from episode 1 about the public bathrooms. I forgot to bring up that I have an issue myself with motherfuckers coming to my house. The audience doesn't know, but I redid my basement. I remodeled my entire basement, and the first thing I bought was a urinal. I bought a urinal. That way I would stick to the job, get it done. Took me 3 years all by myself. I have this urinal, and when I invite people over, especially when we have huge get-togethers and shit, it seems to me that motherfuckers have a hard time pissing in the urinal. And my entire floor under the urinal is just saturated in urine. It's almost like they don't want to get close enough to it to piss into it. They stand away from it.
Little dicks.
Is that the issue? I'm trying to figure it out myself. Like, I stand up on it, you know what I mean, and I have no problems.
I apologize.
So is it little dicks, or is it, or is it someone's dick so small that they're dribbling down their balls and it's going onto the floor?
Micro penis only in your urinal. I don't know what I mean. When you shake it, it can go away. It can go all over the place. You need to have a good handle. They have to have a good steady hand when you're shaking it. It's not their house. It's not their urinal.
No, I mean the underneath the urinal. Is a puddle. Like, it's not from shaking. It's from actually missing and just pissing on the floor.
Oh, that's a different story. I don't know what that is.
And I have to, put towels down and clean that shit up.
I can't imagine someone's dick is that small that they can't even hit the urinal.
I think it is people
Like they're
afraid to get close to it. You know what I mean? Like they're standing back.
I'm just imagining someone's piss hole just pointing just straight down.
That's exactly how it looks. Exactly how it looks. Someone just missing the urinal completely, pissing on the floor. You got to know you're doing it. And the fact that you walk away and not clean it up.
Of course, and it's going to sprinkle onto your ankles.
Yes. If you're wearing shorts and some no-show socks.
Yeah. They have to know that they're doing it.
I have a segment here that I wanted to hit you with. I didn't bring it up to you this weekend, but maybe we could get into it right now. It's a good segue from we're talking about dicks. Mm-hmm. Reason being I bring this up because I went to eat at a restaurant that my daughter works at. And she happened to come up to me. She was our waitress. Came up to me and told us that her coworkers feel, because they saw me and they feel that I have BDE. I don't know if you know. Yeah, big dick energy. They said they really feel I have big dick energy with my swag, walking around this restaurant. And my question to you was, who do you feel, whether it could be friends, locals, it could be famous people, who do you feel has that big dick energy, that BDE?
Well, I'm trying to think of how you have it. I don't see it.
What do you mean? You walked in and you were here at my house once and I rolled over and it fell out of my fucking shorts.
I agree. But
you got so upset.
There was no energy.
There was no energy. But you got so upset and you just turned around and pouted and just walked out of the room.
Well, yeah, because I saw something that was bigger than mine.
You're just offended that my dick was hanging out of my shorts.
Just hoping that hundreds of thousands of people listen to this and you just bring up big dick energy so people can know that you have a big dick.
No. No, I brought it up because I thought it was funny that my daughter's coworkers,
but how
come out of the blue and say that.
How do they see big dick energy? Is it the way you walk?
Maybe I walk like I'm on a horse.
Do you lean frontwards because the heaviness, like a fucking Neanderthal?
All right, so
well, good for you. I mean, I might as well walk backwards if that's the case.
Because you got a dick in your ass.
Walking backwards through a cucumber field.
Who do you feel has that kind of energy?
I'm trying to think of stickmen.
Yeah. Well, actually, you know what? You could have a small dick and be a good stickman. Come on.
That's true. That's true.
That's all about.
Listen, I could name any black athlete.
But let's stay away from the manly bodies that, if you're 7 feet tall, you probably have a hang low. You know what I mean? Like it probably just comes with the body.
Shaq isn't walking around with a little dick energy.
No. He's walking around with a child.
Yeah. Like Atlas.
What about your boy Kevin Hart?
I can see it. I mean, he's cocky. He's confident. Cocky, not to be. No pun intended. I could see it. I don't care for his comedy that much, but he's got all the confidence of the world. I mean, listen, if you're selling out football stadiums, there's people listening to your words.
Yeah.
There's no small dick in those pants.
So what about Bill Burr?
Oh, huge dick.
Huge dick.
He's married to a black woman.
Good point.
But he's also Irish and looks like me, so I don't know. Maybe he's got medium dick energy.
He's got the MDE.
I'd kill for some MDE.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mediocre dick energy.
Yeah, mediocre dick energy. There you go. Perfect. I don't know. What do you think? Who?
I don't know. Let's talk about some Pete Davidson.
Yes. Oh yeah, absolutely. He might be
Pete Davidson.
Yes, he might be underrated BDE, but now that you mention it, I could definitely see him having BDE. Absolutely, especially after bagging Mariana Grande. And he's just got that swagger about him too. Like he's kind of silent, but if you fuck with him, he'll tear you apart verbally.
We watched roasts with everyone fucking talking shit about his dad. He did too, yeah. Yeah. He also did.
Yeah.
His own dad died in the Twin Towers as they collapsed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And he made a 9/11 joke with his
dad. Yes, he did. That's BDE right there.
That is BDE. Yeah.
Women can have it too, and I agree with Rihanna. Rihanna's got some BDE.
Yeah. Just the way she carries herself. I know you're not a big fan, but I could see Beyonce with some BDE.
I feel like hers comes from the fans. I don't think she has it to the core. She has it on the what kind of reaction she gets from her fans and shit. Where I think Rihanna.
You're saying you're born with BDE. Is what you're saying?
Yes, I think she kind of got it through rising to the top.
What you're saying? So you're saying with 0 fans or 15 million fans,
Rihanna's got it.
She's still walking around with that BDE.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What do you think about Cardi B?
Cardi B, I think she has it also without the fame.
Mm-hmm. Do you just think it's women that grow up in poverty?
I have no idea whether Rihanna grew up in poverty.
Barbados. I mean, people go there to visit on vacations and shit like that, but I imagine if you're born there.
The resorts and shit, you mean?
Yeah. They don't have cars yet. It's just bicycles.
I'll have to... I looked up a list of billionaires, and I went through, like, the top 50 billionaires, and I really don't even see not one that has BDE.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that our president, as of right now, Mr. Donald Trump, do you think he has BDE? And do you think he had it before he was president?
I think he's never had it. The way he carries himself is to make up for not having it.
So you're saying he has a little LDE.
Yes.
But now that he's in a position of the utmost power,
he's a liar.
His LDE is strengthening and more veiny than ever.
Yeah, but he portrays that he has the BDE.
Right. Okay. I see.
Matter of fact, you know what? He doesn't portray it. What is that bitch's name that talks for him all the time?
Sarah Sanders.
No. Sarah Huckabee.
Yeah, Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Sarah Huckabee. I know her as Sarah Huckabee. Yeah, that woman knows how to talk.
She looks like a fucking water balloon.
Doesn't matter, man. He has the best person talking for him.
She has the gift of gab. Yep.
She takes no shit.
No, yeah, she doesn't. She's not necessarily speaking in truths all the time, but it doesn't matter. I mean, you can spit a good game. You can spit a good game.
She sticks to her words, man. She don't back down.
No, not at all. Not at all. It doesn't matter who's asking fucking questions. She's got an answer for everything, which is what you want.
What about Jay-Z?
Marcy Projects, man. I gotta assume you have some BDE.
I think he had it, but don't you think it has gone downhill?
I don't know, man. He seems like a nice guy.
I know, but
I just don't see. I mean, you saw him on the Letterman interview.
Yes,
he's like a down-to-earth, nice guy.
Not a good speaker at all.
No, he's not. He seems very hesitant all the time, like with what he picks his words very carefully, I think, to make sure that he.
No, he looked nervous as like his anxiety looked through the roof, and that was making him choked up.
Well, that's
stuttering.
Do you ever wonder why? He's a huge celebrity, but you never really see him. Even when he dropped his last album, that 444 album, he didn't fucking do any interviews.
Well, maybe after that elevator incident, he just became, like he doesn't want to show his face or talk like that.
But even before that, every interview is very rare with him. Like Howard Stern has an interview with him, but if you YouTube it, it'll say Howard Stern interview with Jay-Z, and in quotations it'll say extremely rare.
Wait,
he just doesn't do interviews.
Did Stern interview Jay?
Yes, back in the day. Back when he wrote that book. I forget what it was called.
I do not remember that interview.
Yeah, exactly. See? But you can get it on YouTube. It's extremely rare, though. It wasn't very interesting. It was very boring. He seems like a very laid-back, boring guy.
I picture you thinking your dog has BDE.
My dog does have BDE. The dog definitely has BDE.
Are you sure about that?
No. The only time he has BDE is when he's walking around the dog bar. That's about it.
I am not a fan of the Kardashians. I hate that shit. I did see an episode with Scott Disick, and I just feel like that dude has BDE.
Absolutely.
When I seen him shove that $100 bill down that waiter's throat, God, that was so fucked up. Retrospectively, I could laugh at it, but I mean that's some big dick energy.
That's big dick energy, but that's also a multi-millionaire energy as well.
Probably entitled. Like he was brought up rich.
Yeah, it's very entitled.
But it takes big dick to do that shit, man.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah. And while you're being recorded, it's not like, it happened and nobody's seen it.
It's like you can do things and like there's no way anyone can embarrass you. You know what I mean? Like if someone talks shit on you or attacks you verbally, but then even if like someone like pantses you, like, yeah, who gives a fuck? I have a big dick. What are you gonna do about it?
That actually happened to me. I was in Votech carpentry, and my best friend got off the bus and he pantsed me. I didn't have any underwear on.
Nice.
And I didn't pick up my pants. I just started dancing. And apparently the bus driver took offense, and I got kicked out of Votech.
Forever? You got like...
Yeah, permanently. I got kicked out of my carpentry class forever.
Good for you.
I was only in my first year of carpentry of my 3 years, you know.
The badass.
No. Nah, that ain't that.
What for? So someone pantsed you, you just flaunted it around like it was no big deal.
Yeah, I like to whip my dick back and forth.
And you got kicked out of school for that.
Yes, I did, because I didn't pull my pants up right away.
That's a suspension. That's not getting kicked out. That's a suspension.
Well, I got kicked out of Votech. Votech was a separate school.
No, I know. I'm saying no. That should be a suspension. That you shouldn't get expelled for that.
Oh, I wish you were my fucking principal.
Unless you were in front of women.
The bus driver was a woman.
Oh well, me too. Hashtag me too.
You know who doesn't have big dick energy, and that's that little shit from North Korea.
Oh, Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, that guy has little dick.
He also does not have a good barber or good eating habits.
Well, I watched a documentary on him, and apparently his haircut is not allowed by anyone else in the country.
Well, everyone in that country looks the same. Maybe that's why.
Well, no, that's because there is a list. There's a list that the only haircuts you're allowed to have, but his that he has is not allowed. So they all look the same, yes.
But
because they have to.
So you don't think that's big dick energy, telling an entire country what haircut they can and can't have?
Hell no, man. That guy's a fucking bitch. He's a bitch. Now, his dad might have had some BDE.
Could you imagine?
Pops.
Could you imagine being a sketch artist in one of those countries?
I don't know. How would you make detail enough to separate who's who?
You couldn't. I don't know, man. I don't think that qualifies as LDE. I mean, the guy's a scumbag, a piece of shit, telling an entire country what they can have on their head.
What about Putin?
That guy's got big dick energy. Do you think? So you think Hitler? Hitler is rumored to have a micro penis.
I believe that.
So he may have
probably the same size as his mustache.
Let me ask you this: can you have BDE and have an LD? Can you have the energy without actually having it in your pants?
I think big dick energy has very little to do with what you're actually packing.
Okay, then it makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's how you carry yourself.
It's your attitude, your ego.
Yeah. I feel like Kim Jong-un he's the guy with the little dick that bought the V8 Mustang.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Gotcha. Why did they go to the guy that buys the monster truck or the fucking Corvette?
Right. Exactly.
Gotcha. Yeah, makes sense. But I mean, yeah, I think you can have an argument both ways with Kim Jong-un.
I don't know, because again, not just the truck, not just the horsepower car. What about the huge ass fucking nukes? He's making up for something.
We have huge nukes too.
I'll tell you what we don't have. What Russia has. Russia and Korea have the big nukes that actually launch off of trucks. We don't have that shit.
We can launch them off boats. Fuck trucks.
You know what I mean? I'm saying that's a little over the top.
Well, the reason I think Putin has big dick energy is because that guy, he doesn't give a fuck. You've seen him without a shirt on. What president or prime minister or whatever have you ever seen without a shirt on? Just walking around. That guy's letting you know, I'm here, I'm in charge, you do what the fuck I say.
Nice.
That's big dick energy.
Yeah, I can see that, yeah. How long has he been in power for?
Long time, I think.
I would think so too.
18 years? 20 years?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, 18 years.
That's BDE right there.
Yes, that's 18 years with the BDE. Even if he had LDE in the first 17 years, the 18th year, now he got BDE. He graduated BDE. I mean, he's making his entire country suck off of his BDE.
I saw McGregor went there and took some pictures with him.
Did he really?
Yeah.
McGregor's got big dick energy.
Yeah, definitely.
Even though he got his ass knocked out in the ring, he still got it. I mean, I think that's the real test. If you can get embarrassed or
I've never seen him knocked out.
Well, Mayweather TKO or whatever. That's the true test. If you can go through something embarrassing or get beat up or something like that, you still have that same attitude. You're still just not humble. That's the real test. If you can continue with your ways, I think. Just one thing that I actually missed during the Facebook annoyances. I don't know if you've seen this. People not spelling or not using the terms "bin" correctly. Now there is a big difference between bin and been. And if you
wait. Somebody uses bin.
Yes.
For the word, like I've been doing something.
Yes. There's a couple people.
What the fuck?
Now, when I went to school, I didn't hang out with the best crowd. I dropped out of high school myself, so I like to pride myself on being somewhat of a good speller. So I guess it's kind of like that. They say guys with little dicks that buy Corvettes. Little dick syndrome. That's my syndrome. I dropped out of high school, so I feel like I need to overcompensate. But if you don't know the difference between fucking bin, bin, and ben, you don't deserve a high school diploma. You don't deserve to fucking graduate middle school.
That is one I have not seen yet.
Not seen this?
I have not seen it. I've seen your other complaints about your.
That a lot of people don't know that though, which it drives me wild too because these people are allowed to fucking vote for president. These people are allowed to do all these fucking things. They shouldn't be allowed to. If you don't know the fucking difference between your, to, bin, pick up a fucking book.
I mean, it doesn't get any easier. You have correction on your phone, spell correction.
Yes, you have it on your phone.
It does it for you.
Everything. You can Google it. Yeah, I mean, just not to educate yourself is kind of ignorant.
It's almost like the spell correct is actually an educator. Like that has helped me. The smartphone has helped me get educated.
Yeah, it's a smartphone. Smartphone for dumb fucking people.
Well, the smartphone is definitely smarter than me.
Alexa, she's just queen know-it-all.
Oh, she runs my fucking household.
No shit.
Yeah, I got like 24 Alexa devices in my house.
I know. She tells you when dinner's ready. She tells you when it's time to give it to the wife, when it's time to go to bed.
Yes.
She fucking runs the house.
This is the Fuck Nut News Feed. The Fuck Nut News Feed, where motherfuckers do some fucked up shit. Where motherfuckers should have been swallowed instead of being born. Yeah. Let's get into some crazy news.
What you got for me?
So I'm looking at this man. I have a picture of him up on Google. Man with the longest fingernails. He cut them off. My fault. He cut them off after 66 years. He's 82 years old at this point, and his fingernails on his left hand got to 6.5 feet long.
So he stopped cutting them at 16 years old?
He's 82, and
so 66.
And he just cut them off just now. He was growing them for 66 years. 66 years, he was able to hit 6.5 feet long on his left hand. His right
6.5 feet.
Yes.
That's the size of an average NBA player.
Yes. That would be like his nails going up against MJ. Who would win in the clutch?
The GOAT or the I don't know.
I can't imagine him going anywhere, doing it like just. I can imagine him just keeping his nails on a table and never moving, like his hand.
But it was only one hand?
Yes, only his left hand. His right hand is bare.
And you know why that other hand is bare?
What do you think?
All men know why that hand is bare.
Why is it bare?
You ain't jerking off with 6 foot fucking fingernails. You need one good hand. Because if you had 6 foot fingernails on both hands, I could just see the guy just stroking himself off with just like his palms.
Or using his wrists. Or something like that, yeah. But the whole time his nails would have to be up on a table.
How do you drive? You can't drive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How can you even leave the table that you have your nails sitting on?
Like, how the fuck do you walk around with 6 foot fingernails? And why did he do it? Is the real question. Why?
They're all curled up. Maybe he got like a massive like fanny pack and like just had them in front of him.
I tell you what, excellent back scratchers. You got no problem there. The amount of times I've rubbed up against the wall just because my back itched. That guy don't have that problem. Imagine like trying to poke somebody or like pick his fucking nose.
I would just imagine they could break very easily. And I'm looking at a picture at them, and they all look completely fungus ridden. Like they're all green and black.
Is this in America?
India.
I was gonna say this shit don't happen in America. India. I wonder why. Did they give a reason why?
That's the headline, and that's the story. They don't write any. There's nothing more about it.
Must be a slow news day in India. What was that fucking movie called?
Speaking of India, Becca and I just watched a documentary called Wild Wild Country. Maybe you should check it out. It's a 6-parter, each one an hour long.
Is that about a cult?
Community. Yeah, commune, cult, whatever you want to call it. But what they were able to pull off is just fucking mind-blowing.
I think Brittany's watching it now. It was it's in Missouri, right?
Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, I don't know where they got all the money to buy, I think it's 1,000 square acres or 10,000 square acres in Oregon, and then build an actual city.
Oh, wow.
Like, he had his own airport with a bunch of jets, private jets, and he had like 100 Rolls Royces. Like, crazy shit.
Wow.
I texted my mom last night, and I said to her, how come she never moved to Rushnish, Oregon in the 80s?
And her response?
Nothing.
She probably thinks you're drinking.
Like, out of the blue, she gets a text like that. What the fuck does that mean?
Mom, why did you ever grow 6.5-foot fingernails? That's crazy shit.
You find anything in the news?
Yeah, I did actually. There's this woman. Her name is Anna Mae Blessing. 92-year-old woman. She killed her son because he planned to send her to an assisted living facility. So just putting her in a home so she could die.
But she was 92.
92. And in her court appearance, it's pretty hysterical. She's rolling up in a wheelchair to be sentenced for murder.
And what was the weapon of choice?
She looks fucking batshit crazy, though.
It must have been like in the sleep, sneaking up on, like, come on.
Blessing hid 2 pistols in the pockets of her robe and shot her son several times in his bedroom.
Wow.
OG. That's big dick energy. Arizona. Another place where weird shit happens. It's always in the hot places. Like, I'm in Florida, all the weird shit happens down here. Arizona's another one. Fucking messed up people.
There was no more to that story?
No. Nothing. I thought maybe the son was like crazy or like No, and it happened on July 4th. But then I'm reading now that the 92-year-old woman then pointed the gun at the girlfriend of her son, and she managed to wrestle it away from her.
Oh, she was going to blow them both away.
Both away, yep.
That's some wild, wild west shit.
So she's getting life in prison, which is what? Maybe 30 days?
I'll be surprised it lasts that long.
It's gonna be death by rocking chair.
She might not even see prison.
But do you put her in there with the hard thug criminals?
I think you put her in with the thugs. You know, the murderers, the lifers.
That's crazy.
Is Bill Cosby in yet?
Didn't he die?
I'm imagining he will die before he gets in. I don't think he's in prison yet.
I thought OJ was gonna die in prison too, so you never fucking know.
No, dude. That OJ got big dick energy, man.
Yeah, it is.
That fucking guy thinks he's innocent.
He lives right around me. Yeah, you know those people that lie so much that they actually believe it. Thing.
Yes,
that's him. That's him.
And it comes from his childhood. That type of shit.
I don't know much about his childhood. I do know that he played in Buffalo for a long time, and that'll make anyone go fucking crazy. Playing up there.
Yeah, played in Buffalo, not winning. Right. Remember.
I guess Bill Cosby's not. Listen, this whole Me Too movement, a lot of it is just complete horseshit.
I agree.
For instance, this Jameis Winston story, where he groped an Uber driver 3 years ago, and now it's coming to the forefront. And he got suspended 3 games, which is now affecting you coming down here for the Eagles-Bucks game.
Absolutely. That's what I wanted to say. It's affecting me now. Now it's a problem for me.
It's an issue, for both of us now. Now, I'm probably not going to go. I don't see why anyone would go to the first 3 games. But the thing that bothers me most about it is there's no proof. You're just going off hearsay. That's all you're going off of.
It's a he said, she said, right?
Yes. Any woman could now just say any random person. Like, it just happened with Jamie Foxx, too. Some woman accused Jamie Foxx of touching her butt with his dick. And I guess there was no relevance to the story. Nothing ever came out, and she dropped the charges. Same thing happened to Nelly on a tour bus. Some fucking like 300-pound woman said that Nelly raped her on his tour bus, and the charges were dropped because they had no proof.
What do you think about Terry Crews?
Him getting molested, or was he molested, or was he just...
Well, just him coming out with the movement.
How long ago did that happen? Was it recent?
I don't know, but I
that guy could bench press the fucking world.
Yes.
Just touching him.
Well, apparently someone did
A woman
him.
or a guy?
He said both. He said both genders fucked with him.
Listen, if an attractive woman touched him, I don't think it's a fucking problem. As a man.
So you're agreeing with me that he's just trying to...
he's trying to become a fan favorite, looked at as an overall nice guy.
Publicity.
Tons of publicity. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, a guy can fuck with anyone. You're going to pick Terry Crews out of all of them?
Well, that goes hand in hand with the other movement, which is equal pay. And that really frustrates me because these women want equal pay with superstar men that fill the seats in movie theaters.
Oh, you're talking about that, and now the WNBA players, too. They want equal pay as NBA players.
It just doesn't make sense.
They're out of their fucking minds. If you look and you go, if the ESPN airs a WNBA game like once or twice a year, you look at those games, there's like 7 people in the fucking stands. That's the reason you're not getting paid. It's not because you're a woman. It doesn't have anything to do with what's between your fucking legs. It has to do of the money you generate.
Yes. How much viewership you get that you bring.
You're telling me Cheryl Swoops deserves the same amount of money as fucking LeBron James?
I'm not saying that they're not, talented.
No, not at all, yeah. Absolutely.
Just like in the movies and acting, you have tons of amazing actors and actresses that do not put people in the seats in movie theaters but make less.
There are pay grades.
Yeah, they're going to pay a Mark Wahlberg, who is maybe not that great of an actor.
But he's proven.
But he'll put you in the seats.
Ass in the seats.
Yes. Same with The Rock. He's the highest paid.
Ever.
And I wouldn't say he's better than Denzel.
Coin flip. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no. But I wouldn't tell The Rock that to his face.
Would you tell him that he's not qualified to be president?
No, he can do whatever the fuck he wants in my book.
Sometimes there's a point where you should help your country by not doing something.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good one, though. For, big dick energy for The Rock. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. You could sit the bench behind Warren Sapp and still come out this successful.
More successful than Warren Sapp.
Yes, top successful guys. I mean, and that's some BDE right there.
Well, it's all accounted to his drive too. I mean, the guy wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning working out. I mean, the guy doesn't sleep.
Motivation, drive, yeah.
Warren Sapp. Here's another one who was accused of, I don't know, fucking. I think he was accused of fucking a transsexual or something.
Yeah, he did something.
Or getting a blowy from some. I don't know.
What else we got in the news?
Chick-fil-A in San Antonio. Woman gave birth in the bathroom, and the family is now allowed free Chick-fil-A for the rest of their lives, and the baby is entitled to a job when he or she turned 16 years old.
This is just asking for trouble.
I agree. I want to impregnate my fiance and have her go give birth in like a Fortune 500 company.
Yes, this is not good. Not just for Chick-fil-A, but it's gonna set. They're setting a bar right now.
Yes. Yep.
And maybe not your middle class people, but there'll be your lower class people that will take up on that offer.
Right. Oh, honey, your water just broke. Let's go to Google.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, good for them. I mean, no hate.
They're pioneers.
They are pioneering, absolutely. And it's San Antonio again, Texas. Fucking weird shit, man. San Antonio. They're gonna be Lonnie Walker fans too.
Yes. Just like me.
Mm-hmm. Just a kid from Reading. If you're that pregnant, I mean, you know you're about to burst.
How do you think that's gonna work with DeRozan and Walker?
Walker's not gonna start. DeRozan's a starter.
They would have to put Lonnie at the 3.
All right, it's the Spurs, though, they just turn nobodies into somebody. So, yeah, I mean, maybe Walker will start at the 3. Who knows?
How about you give a shout out to you set up Instagram and Twitter?
Yeah, Instagram is at JK'ing Wit Joey, JK''ing Wit WIT Joey, and Twitter is at JK and Joey Pod.
All right, yeah, and our Facebook is also at JK'ing Wit Joey. Let's wrap this up. Like you said, I'd like to thank Joey, co-host, two-time co-host.
I'd like to thank Jesse. She just walked in. She has to use the bathroom.
Can I talk?
I'm just on speaker.
Okay.
I think she's on the phone with your wife.
I am.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, but this is going to be live for millions of people to hear. Let's end this right now. We'll get into episode 3. We'll see the audience next time.
Yes, sir.
Later.
Love you guys.